There was applause for the Ukrainian ambassador in the House of Commons and a clear statement. According to the British government, Vladimir Putin committed war crimes. The World Health Organization, the WHO, also sees evidence of this. Missile attacks on residential areas, administration buildings, schools, hospitals. There are many reports from Ukraine about Russian attacks against civilian targets, although Vladimir Putin's regime still claims that they only attack military targets. Not only Great Britain sees this as disproved for a long time. The government in London accuses Russian President Vladimir Putin of having committed war crimes in the Russian attacks. What we have already seen of Vladimir Putin's regime in terms of the use of ordnance that they have already dropped on innocent civilians, in my view, already fully constitutes a war crime, Prime Minister Boris Johnson said in the British House of Commons. The session was attended by Vadim Prystaiko, the ambassador of Ukraine to Great Britain. The deputies rose to applause for him. A government spokesman later added that it was formally a matter for international courts to clarify the question of possible war crimes. The International Criminal Court in The Hague announced on Tuesday that it would conduct an investigation into the events in Ukraine. And the World Health Organization, the WHO, will also deal with the topic. They are deeply concerned about previously unconfirmed reports of attacks on health facilities in Ukraine. So far, one case has been confirmed, said WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. A hospital came under fire last week. 4 people were killed and also 10 injured. Reports of further attacks are still under investigation. Attacks on health facilities violated international law, Ghebreyesus said. The first relief supplies organized by the WHO should arrive in Poland today when I'm filming this. It's about 36 tons of material for first aid and emergency operations, as well as other medicines and articles for the care of 150,000 people. WHO has been in Ukraine for many years, Emergency Relief Coordinator Marc said. Even before the Russian invasion, 23 hospitals had been supplied with health supplies. However, the WHO camp in Kiev cannot be reached at the moment. WHO has launched a $45 million appeal for Ukraine and $12.5 million for neighboring countries to help those affected by the war. And I was, by the way, very glad to see the reception of the ambassadors of Ukraine in the House of Commons, in the American Congress, and we already had a session in our Bundestag, and the Democratic parties there welcomed him especially. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.